Well, hello, it's Dan, your friendly fishmonger from dansfish.com. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and a review. What I've got is this giant container. This is from TSK Supply. They provide all kinds of shipping supplies, heat packs and bags, and what these are is styrofoam liners for the large Priority and Express USPS boxes. So typically, up until now, I've been making my own. I have a hot knife, basically, hot wire cutter that I use to cut my styrofoam. I just get it at Home Depot and make it myself. But volume has gotten to the point where that takes a long time. I need like a whole day kind of to cut all those that I need for each week. And so I did the math, and it cost me a little more to do it this way, but it's going to save a lot of time. So what I'm going to do is open this sucker up. I'm going to compare it to the ones I've already been making, like my kind of homemade ones, and my hope is that these are better because I really like to use them if they're any good. Something some companies do is they use styrofoam that's too thin, or they'll use styrofoam that is really like hard so it doesn't squeeze into the box well, it doesn't like compress against itself well, or they'll use styrofoam that isn't cut right. Often these companies will make a mistake of cutting the styrofoam too small so it's really easy to get in the box but doesn't then fit tight enough that it doesn't just come apart during shipping. So those are the things I'm going to be looking at. Kind of thickness, if it kind of squishes in together to form more or less a tight seal along the seams, and if it's long enough that it is, again, a kind of a tight fit in the box so that everything stays as it should during shipping. Because in the cold weather or hot weather, you don't want, one of those styrofoam panels shifting on you out of place and then the whole thing just doesn't work. So that's what we're doing. So let's get to it. Here we go. Alright, so far this looks pretty good. I like this stuff. It's the right kind of pliability. It's a little stiffer than what I use, but it's not so stiff that I can't maneuver it into place and kind of squish it against the other panel to make it stick during the box. I like that this edge is smooth, and that this, can you see that? Edge is smooth as well. It says my battery's gonna die. Let me go grab a charger real quick. Okay, we're back. We're plugged in. We should be good now. So here's a set that I make myself, and let's compare the two. Yeah, they seem pretty good. This is the TSK one. Here's mine. Mine is slightly thicker, just a tiny bit though. I would say it's a 1/16 of an inch difference there. Mine's the top one, so that's not good. I do want as much thickness as I can get in there. That'll hold the heat better, but a 1/16 of an inch probably is not a deal breaker. That's probably just fine. So now I'm going to take each set, stick it in a box, and we'll see if both theirs and mine kind of stick in nicely and stay and are steady, because they'll get jostled around during shipment. Okay, so here's mine. Kind of squish it down well, and what I like about it is these seams are really tight, so this one presses against this one hard enough that it's hard to pull out. I mean, I can, but I have to really work at it, and so by doing that I keep it from coming out during shipping. Now let's see what TSK did. Hopefully theirs is cut to the right length, that it's just a little hard to squish in, but that means it's not going to pop out easily. So let's take a look. Well, that's perfect. I really like that. So that's nice and tight. There's again, this is running up. It took a bit of pressure to stick it in there. So I can pull it out, but it's not coming out easy. It's not going to pop out on its own. So I think that that's really good. That's encouraging. I think I can use that. So the other thing I like is because their styrofoam is just a little bit thicker than mine, or thinner. Sorry, I don't like that. What am I trying to say? because their styrofoam is a little bit stiffer than mine, that's what I'm trying to say, it actually was easier to get in without kind of tearing the styrofoam up. Mine sometimes, if I'm not super careful, it's a little soft, and so I'll actually kind of, I can tear up the edges if I'm not careful. It'll kind of fall apart as I shove it in, so I kind of have to pull it, make space, stick it in, but this one slides right on in and it's stiff enough that it doesn't cause any damage, so I like that a lot. So I think I can use this. I think it's good. I don't like that it's like a 1/16 of an inch thinner than what I've typically used, but I don't think it's 1/16 of an inch is going to decrease the R value that horribly, so I think it'll be just fine. Last thing is I'm going to put the top on. It looks like they did it kind of perfect, and make sure that the top is a tight fit, that once I close this down on it, it kind of pushes that top against this, so that this seam around here is tight against the lid, the styrofoam lid. So let's check that out. And yeah, that's about perfect. So there's the edge. It goes right up to the edge. By the time you put these flaps over it, it's going to press down nicely, and I think that that's going to create a nice seal. So I think TSK did a good job. By the way, I'm not sponsored to do this. You're not going to see an affiliate link or anything like that. This is just me searching for a good supply of styrofoam liners I can use to cut down kind of my own personal labor time and not have to make them myself. Again, it's going to cost a little more money. I can make them for quite a bit less than it costs to buy them. So it costs, it's like 30% more to buy them. But I think that's worth it for the time we'll save. So seems like a good deal. That's what I think about these so far. I haven't used them yet, but I've been doing this a while, and I can kind of tell by how it fits in here and how snug it is and everything that there's not going to be a problem. So I'm going to start using them. Good thing, because I bought like that's 50 sets in there. So bought 50 sets of them, and that runs about 150 bucks or so once you include shipping into the equation. So roughly $3 per liner. Anyway, if you have questions about this and you're a fish shipper and want to know about shipping fish, I can help you out with that. Leave your question or comment down below and we'll discuss it. We'll geek out a little bit. If you like my stuff and you haven't yet subscribed or clicked the notification bell or shared or liked or done any of that stuff that we're always asking you please do, because it really does help out, then please feel free to do so. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.